Open this up. Let's quickly get our guest reactions to these headlines and the propaganda that the false propaganda, might add, that the Pakistani media is spreading in the fallout of the attacks in Pahalgam. Ambassador Bashwati Mukherjee, former diplomat, what do you make of this these headlines, the media of Pakistan and how they are reporting on what's happened at the UNSC and what's happened across our border as well?
So what you have read out to us Uday, it's very clear that
Ambassador Mukherjee?
You can't hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now.
I'm saying that from what you have read out Uday about the Pakistan media reaction, it is clear that they have been completely rattled and thrown off balance by our decision to suspend the Indus Waters Treaty. That is the most important issue. We have demonstrated that with this one measure, it's like a kinetic action measure, we will cut off water to Pakistan Punjab, and we are not obliged to give any data, because of which they are allegedly complaining that there has been some moderate flooding in POK. In addition, it appears that as usual they've fallen back on their favorite argument about mediation. So they've called upon Iran to mediate. They're asking Saudi Arabia to mediate. In the meantime, they have acknowledged that they are the epicenter of terrorism, and that they used to do this dirty work apparently for the Americans, and then they got stuck with it. In other words, they have not said that they are not involved in the terror attack, this heinous terror attack in Pahalgam. What they were probably not expecting was this slew of diplomatic measures and the suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty while we decide what to do next. Secondly, they seem to have forgotten that even for Kargil, the Americans had adjoined upon us that we should not cross the LOC. That was a very difficult feat, particularly for the Indian Air Force. I recall when Air Chief Marshal Tipnis was there, we did not cross the LOC, but we got back Kargil and we drove out the intruders. In today's modern methods of warfare, it is not necessary to cross borders anymore. And we will, of course, decide on our options without discussing them naturally on national TV. But when the appropriate time comes to take measures, we will definitely do that in order to demonstrate that such an attack cannot go unavenged. In the meantime, the search continues for the terrorists who are holed up in the forest and their local collaborators. But it is very clear that the Pakistani action did not go down well with the local population of Kashmir. They observed a Black Day. There has been solidarity. There has been black bands worn in the Friday prayers all over India. So therefore, no matter what the Pakistanis say or do, it is clear that Prime Minister Modi's Vikas initiative and the measures that have been taken by the Union government for the development of Kashmir, its tourism, its restaurants, etc., have brought a new prosperity to Kashmir that the local people are not willing to lose. It is also heartening to know that tourists are coming back, including to Pahalgam, also demonstrating that there is an emotional connect between the people of Kashmir and India, which Pakistan and its false narrative can do nothing to dislodge. So I would say that, and Bilawal Bhutto's ridiculous speech reminds me of his grandfather, who said that every Pakistani will eat grass, but they will grow a nuclear bomb. It seems to me that this kind of false and ridiculous narrative is deep in the DNA of the Bhuttos, and it has manifested itself this time in Bilawal. I don't know whose blood is going to spill.
Right.
Certainly not going to be Indian blood.
Okay.